Gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the round 23 preview, West Coast versus Carlton this Sunday. How are we? It's been a big week. Carl.
Well, mixed emotions. How good's the chat been this week? We're going to lose. We're fired up. It's just been all over the place, man. It's been a good week.
It has been all over the place.
Yeah, it's been a weird one. But it's been good. Still alive, still breathing. Andy, how you going?
It's funny. Started the week fuming, like raging. And then Tuesday afternoon, I was all right. And then shout out to the jumper punch boys. I was on the jumper punch on Tuesday night. And that G'd me right back up again. And I was all right, I was all right. And now I've gone the complete other way. I'm fucking pumped. I think we're winning this week, boys. Don't fucking ask. I think we are winning. I'm sick. I'm twisted in the head. Don't ask. I think we're winning. I'm G'd up. Georgie, how are you?
It is the constant vicious cycle of a Carlton supporter. I'm good, man. I'm good. Tired. It's been a long day at work. It's been a long week, to be honest. But looking forward to the game. I've got a big weekend ahead, but looking forward to the game on Sunday. I too am like you with a vicious circle. You have that loss. The world's crumbling. The world's fallen over. Everything's crap. You get to the injury list on Tuesday. Yep. Okay. Whatever. Bring the pain. Jumper punch was indeed great therapy. And yeah, come this morning, I woke up a little bit more positive, and then you see we'll go through the squads sooner. You see a few new names soon, and then you start to think like, what if, we throw the game plan out the window, we just tell the kids to give 110%. What if, right?
Which they will. They will.
And it's that lose you into that false sense of security. But yeah, predictions will be interesting. But I'm feeling a hell of a lot more positive than earlier in the week. Tell you that.
Can I just ask you a question?
Ask away, sir.
What is wrong with us?
We're sick.
No. Rephrase it. What is right with us?
Is that easier? It's
Bro,
a sickness.
I looked at the teams, right, and I was like, okay, we got this. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm just. Oh, they're just going to let me down again. I know I can feel it.
It's Corey Durden.
Maybe it's Corey Durden in the side. Maybe he's going to, earn that contract. I don't know.
Again.
I thank you to everyone who's tuning in. There's already 75 of you watching. It's only been a couple of minutes. Thank you all. Don't forget to hit the like button. Had a ton of new subscribers this week, so welcome. If this is your first time watching us, strap in, right? It's therapy sessions Thursdays 9 p.m, reviews Mondays 9 p.m, 9:02 sometimes. Yes, sorry, but really big thank you to everyone who's gotten around us throughout the week. I know it's probably one of our biggest episodes yet. The Monday night one against Hawthorn, it definitely was our longest by far.
Oh yeah.
We usually get an hour. That was like 2 hours and 46 minutes. So
Georgie. I did 4.5 hours on Tuesday night, mate, on the jump.
Marathon.
I said to the boys afterwards, how do you boys do this every week? They love it. They're like us. They're exactly like us. We're all like
twisted,
sick. We're twisted. I'm telling you, all of us. I love it. What a community.
And that's the right word, community, right? Because you'll love tuning in. We're in it together. The good times, the bad times, we're in it together. That's
good times.
That's the best part of this. Look, we got semis to look, back on. Anyway, so that all right. Let me read some of these comments. Here we go. Costa, Georgie's OnlyFans, fake news. All right, I'm going to start from the start. Aiden has gone right off the bat and gone negative. Come on, Aiden, get that hard knot. Actually, I'm not even going to say that sentence to what Aiden said on Monday, but I might skip past that. Scotty Tompkins, guys, I've come full circle and I'm getting sucked in again. The cycle is complete. Carlton by 16 points. Dos, Georgia, do you want any tea in about 10 minutes? I'd love one if you can bring one up. That would be great. One sugar, black, thank you. Carl, we'll send one your way. Aiden, Moose is a very strong man. I bumped into social media and wow, their muscles. Yes, he is. He's a busy man. He's working tonight.
I just want to just shout out Aiden for a sec. We done an Instagram post the other day, just a short clip from Monday's episode. Get on our Instagrams at the Monday Blues Podcast on Insta and Facebook and TikTok. If you're not on our socials, look us up. Aiden wrote something. I don't know. I can't remember what he said, but he called me daddy.
He did.
It's like, bro, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but just not when it's coming from you, Aiden.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to go through some more comments before we get stuck in because our chat is absolutely unique and we bloody love you all. Jay Baggers, one thing's for sure, boys, we are going to be unpredictable. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it might come to be a good idea against the Eagles, who probably won't know how to line up against us, I guess. But Ma spewing, I missed Monday Night Live. Check the replay, mate. It is great viewing.
Fireworks.
Scotty, I'm renting a room out to a mate, and he goes for the Eagles. He may or may not be homeless by Monday. Scotty hitting the goon sack on Monday live with us was just
Amazing.
Great viewing.
Free Alexia.
Win or lose, make him homeless.
Chris, what a week for Blues supporters. Indeed, it has. Oz, as always, good to see you in the chat, mate. Ken Hunter got me G'd the FR. Absolutely, Ken on the check out the Jump
room.
Punch.
Shout out Rash on the change rooms. I couldn't watch the whole thing, so I'll definitely catch the whole replay. But from what I saw the first hour, brilliant viewing. Make sure after you watch us, have a look at the change rooms on the Jumper Punch channel. Great show.
Get around it. Absolutely.
Kenny Hunter, absolute legend of the club. Absolute legend.
James, I'm excited about these kids. Hopefully talking about the ends. Oz, Artesh, where's Amal? Where is Amal? I'm actually concerned because we haven't heard from Amal. So
if you find out, you let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you find Amal. So we've been waiting for him all afternoon, to be honest with you. Where else we got here? Who else? Aiden, no, we're not losing. Absolutely. He's turned it around within 2 minutes. Rocco, shout out. Fuck yeah, we're winning this. Hey, Rocco, absolutely going off on Tuesday to the bloke that's called him a fake supporter was one of the best things ever. Good. I love you. I love you, Rocco.
I said this on Tuesday night. Whenever I look at Rocco, I see me in 20 years. That's me in 20 years.
What a man.
Hopefully with a bit more hair than he has. I mean, I'm barely hanging on, but...
Peter Pez with a Hawkeye. Hey, Carl with a fresh cut and name on Carl.
Thank you, sir.
Carlos.
Nice. Costa, Yasu boys. I think most of us come to terms with what's happened. We've got nothing to lose now. Let's go. Absolutely. I think we've, let it all out.
That's the attitude I don't like. We do have things to lose. We've still got finals to play for, boys. We're still going. We're in the hunt. There's plenty at stake.
As per the name of the show, backs against the wall. We just give it all, right? So now or never. Aiden with one of the worst takes of all time, but in what he's Don McQuay overwatering in what though? And maybe in the chat comment your wildest predictions. What's he better at than watering? Maybe we should
give a shout out to Harry, absolute legend. Bumped into him in the Brisbane prelim. Bumped into him again just before the game. Came to say g'day.
Oh, that was Harry. What a guy.
Harry. That's right.
Harry,
so great,
mate. Absolutely. Speaking of
bad ending, we were G'd up.
Don't forget the sponsor. I did not. Absolutely. I was waiting to hit triple figures, which we just have. There's 103 views, 107 now. Jesus, keeps ticking. Hit the like button if you haven't. As always, a big thank you to our sponsor, BluesCrypto.com. If you haven't checked them out, get around to BluesCrypto.com. All the socials are there. All the links are there. They're also in our video description. The man behind it, Ur Koken, the fan token from Ur Koken, as Paul on TJP says, it's a cryptocurrency that provides an innovative way to connect with your team while also being part of the crypto market. Ur has been behind the crypto within the crypto game for a long time. IT background, he knows what he's talking about. Check out every Wednesday 9 p.m. on his YouTube channel, the Ask Me Anything. The Telegram and the Twitter is also great value as well. Thank you to Ur and BluesCrypto.com. Appreciate you guys. Comments absolutely going off. I can't keep up with this. Scotty, wow. Hitner's kicking 6. Get ready to grease up George. He remembers the bet. He remembers the bet I made. That only applied to that game.
That is definitely not. But be lucky if you get 6 kicks in general.
Yeah. Well, let's see. You never know. Right? Stranger things have happened. Zach Asuni, shout out to you, mate. Great meeting you at TJP live show, the last live show. Get around to the next live show, 31st of August, if you haven't. Cooper Lord bobblehead incoming. Jeez. Yeah, we'd be absolutely starving.
Someone said McGovern before as well.
Really? Mate, the chat's going off. You boys feel free to shout anything, but I'm going to get stuck into the teams.
Yeah, let's do it.
So,
I just want to wait before we
go.
I've got to
what are you sharing?
Hang on. Where is it? There it is. Wait, it's not working. There it is. So, Uncle Sam, forever the optimist until we're 2 goals down in the game, and then it's just pile on.
Sounds like me.
But g'day, Uncle Sam. I gotta go see him. It's been ages since I've actually visited him. So
that's
shit go,
mate.
I'll see you soon, mate.
Shit go, Andy. Go see Uncle.
Terrible. I'm a terrible nephew.
Uncle Sam is even better quality at games. I love it. He is fantastic. So, big shout out to you, Oz. Thank you for the donation there. Carlton to win by 36 plus points. Cripps for BOG. I'm feeling like this is going to be a big one for Cripps. I think he'll be, I guess, a bit cut up about the last couple of weeks, and he'll really want to respond. But big thanks to you, Oz, as always. All right, so getting stuck into the teams. Bear with me. I'll share them. Sorry, best luck we do on short notice, and I'm going to test my eyesight here. So, for the Eagles coming in now, obviously this is the extended squad. The final squads, 5 p.m. tomorrow, they get dropped. Harry Edwards, Jack Petruccelli, Jack Hutchinson coming in. Obviously, the outs will be decided tomorrow at 5 p.m. Lining up for the Eagles. And also Jamie Cripps, 250th game. Andrew Gaff, his final farewell game as well. Lining up in the back line, Tom Cole, Harry Edwards, Brady Howe, Liam Duggan, Jeremy McGovern, Jaden Hunt. Andrew Gaff with his farewell game, Tim Kelly, Ruben Gimby, Jamie Cripps, Jake Waterman, Tyrell Dewar. Sorry, I'm squinting here. Jack Darling, Oscar Allen, Liam Ryan. Bailey Williams, Elliot Yeo, Harley Reid. It's going to be, I'm looking forward to seeing Reid versus out midfield as well. Jack Petruccelli on the bench. Indeed. Witherden, Harvey Johnson, Zane True, Clay Hall, Jack Williams, Ryan Marrick, and Jack Hutchinson. Rounding out the interchange, the extended interchange. Have a look at those ins. Lewis Young, Jackson Binns, Cooper Lord, Jack Carroll, Corey Durden, Harry Lemmy, Billy Wilson, Ashton Moyer, Dom Aquay. I think it's Aquay, I think was right. Out. Adam Sard, Harry Mackay, Jack Martin, Lockie Fogarty, Charlie Curnow, Jordan Boyd. Wow. So what's that? 17 injuries, and arguably over a dozen of them best 22. I think, over a dozen will be best 22s. That hurts, right? So have a look at the new names there: Ashton Moyer, Billy Wilson, Dom McQuay, Cooper Lord, Harry Lemmy, Jackson Binns, of course, having that sub appearance against the Cats in our first game against the Cats earlier this season. So debut games potentially for some of those, and we'll talk about who we think will make the final cut. Brody Kemp, Jacob Wiedering, Lockie Cowan, Lewis Young named in the back line, Mitch McGovern, Nick Newman, Jackson Binns named straight on the wing there, Patrick Cripps, Blake Akers, Ollie Hollands moved to half forward from the wing, Elijah Hollands and Zach Williams rounding out the half forward line. Matty Owies, Matt Kennedy, full forward, and Jesse Motlop. Followers, Mark Pitternet, Sam Walsh, and I was about to say my surname there, George Hewitt. Alex might as well be. Alex Chincotta, Cooper Lord, Jack Carroll, Corey Durden, Harry Lemmy, Billy Wilson, Ashton Moyer, Dom McQuay. Firstly, I'll reshare this in a second, but thoughts on the ins. I was going to ask, do you agree with them? Do we even have a choice? That's more of the that's an obvious answer, but what do you? Oops, what are your thoughts on the ins? Obviously, the outs are the outs, but
I like the ins. I like the ins. I don't want to see any of those, the older players come in. Straight up. I want to see all the young kids come in. That's me. And just quickly on the injuries, that is the most Carlton thing ever. That is Carlton. That is us. Like, it's just us, plain and simple. I don't want to see Lewis Young in. Leave him out. I think we're up for backs. Back looks good. You could probably push Zach Williams back. He fills in for Adam Saad. But I want to see Moya. I'd like to see Moya. Harry. Do you have a Harry? Look, there's a few, man. Probably Bins. But yeah, look, I don't want to see those three come in. I want to see only the new kids come in. We might as well, man. You look back 6 weeks ago, we're second on the ladder. We've put ourselves in this position. Bring the kids in. All or nothing. That's what I look at it now. I know you boys look at it.
I think.
Your thoughts, Andy?
I think Lewis Young is in, and that name just makes my skin crawl. But nonetheless, he's wearing the monogram. We back him. I'm excited to see the kids, man. I'm excited. This is so like you can look at it two ways. You can look at it and say, you know what, all these injuries, if they lose, whatever, you know. These are AFL listed players. At the end of the day, these are AFL listed players, and they're playing against a team that's not that great. I'm not saying
bottom
I'm not saying, yeah, I'm not saying they're shit, but you know, it's West Coast at the moment. All year we've cried out for Bins to come in. We've cried out for the club to bleed some players in. This is their chance. Show us what you got. You're probably going to have 2 weeks to show us what you got. So I look at it as like super exciting. The forward line is ridiculous viewing, that full forward line, but it is what it is. This is what we're working with. The question for me is, can we adapt to that? Can we change our long bombs in? And we're going to have to, right? It's not going to
have a choice.
Exactly. I mean, is it that entrenched into their brains if that's what they're going to do? Because if that's the game, then we're screwed, right? I think, for me, I think there's enough core players, enough of our core to get over the line. It's all about our mids. Our mids need to work overtime this weekend and next, but week by week. They need to work overtime. And I'm just really excited for Bins to get his chance, for Lord to get his chance, hopefully Moya to get his chance. Lemmy, I'm dying to see Harry Lemmy out there. Let's see what these kids have. And I'm not saying go out there, get 40 touches or kick 10 goals. But if they all do their bit, I think we're good enough. And I think we've got enough of a core to get over the line and to really, really push, you know, for a final spot. I honestly do. Georgie, how do you feel about it?
Obviously, a lot of forced changes. What I am, and hindsight's a beautiful thing, but like I would have, it would have been really nice to see a couple of these names have a bit of a taste of AFL earlier this season. Mm-hmm. Even if, like, all right, Lewis Young, I think he's named on the field, he's going to play or whatnot. You know, having a Harry Lemmy, and speaking of Harry Lemmy, I got this in the mail on Monday, and I thought this is an omen. So I got his rookie card in the mail.
Nice.
Lovely Harry Lemmy rookie card, and I got in the mail on Monday, and I thought he's playing this week, right? I'm gonna back that. I think he's gonna play this week, but I would have loved a couple of them, even like a Wilson, right? He's quick, he's tough.
Yeah.
I reckon he could have played a game or two earlier this season. He looks like he's AFL ready, right? Like a lot is made up about Bins a lot of it is made about Bins not being a very heavy two-way runner or whatnot. But this is that kind of game where, with the amount of ins we'll have, and we'll talk about like who we think is going to be the final bench and the sub. But I think the game plan goes a little bit outside the window in this type of game, and you just rev up the kids, the kids that are coming in, give it 110%. There's 17 blokes that are counting on you. There's 100,000 members that are counting on you. We always pull decent crowds in Perth as well. Voss said there will be a response this week. So I'm sure he would have done his bit through the week. Look, I don't think Voss would have taken it easy on training because it was a tough game against Hawks. They were wrecked, but I know obviously we're traveling, but I don't think Voss would have let up on the track or whatnot. But he said there's going to be a response. Yeah, exactly. He said there's going to be a response. It's now over to you, to the players. Let's see what you guys are going to bring. And I'm just excited to see a few new names, see what they can do. Who wants it? You'd love to absolutely see someone like a Cooper Lord who can really close space very quickly with his speed, impact the game, take it by the scruff of the neck. If Lemmy, I'm not Jay Taylor George back in that rookie card in like he backed this Keanu Coleman. That haunts me. That haunts me every night before I go to bed, and I stare at the ceiling before closing my eyes. I just think, oh, what a dickhead. Not you, Jay. You're a gun, but the trait. Hey, Jay's live chat comments have been quite quality recently on you, Jay. I know even though you're a Melbourne scum. So Harry Lemmy, if he comes in, kicks a couple. Don't expect him to kick a. I think that's the thing. Temper your expectations, right? I'm going to go in with tempered expectations. I'm not expecting Binns to have 25 and 2 goals and Lemmy to kick 4 or 5 or whatnot. I just want to see. I think we're back to basics. You want to see effort. You want to see persistence. You want to see run, chase, tackle, contest. I think Aiden, I'll get the George hairstyle, just the number 0.
I'm going to hold you to that, Aiden.
I swear to God, we are.
I'm holding you to that, bro. Yeah. You know what? If we make it, if we do,
it's gone up on our screen.
You're going live, bro. We're going to cut your hair live.
We'll donate something to charity.
With my whippersnipper.
We're doing it live. You're joining the stream and you're going to do it for us. I just want you want to see 4 quarters of effort, right? I think that's all we're asking for. And look, unfortunately, if it comes to the stage where we lose, but you've seen them give 110% and put it all out there, but West Coast is better than us, I'll cop that. But I want to see 4 quarters of effort. And I still think, yes, I'm going back to what you said, Andy, it's West Coast, right? Yes, they've had a couple of wins, but that's a bit of momentum. What do they call it? The honeymoon period with a new coach, obviously the interim coach. Mate, John Barker looked like he was going to get signed on for long. We won like 3 on the trot and whatnot. The honeymoon period doesn't last forever. Let's remember that the senior players that we still do have in the squad, your Wiedering, your Cripps, your Akers, your Kennedy, your Walsh, these guys.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's still a lot.
So, yeah. So have faith. I'm backing us in. That's a bit of a spoiler for my tip. But maybe throwing it back to the teams.
Before you go on, sorry, Georgie.
Yeah, right.
You said something that I can't believe we're saying again. And you said you just want to see 4 quarters of effort. Like, I can't believe we're having these conversations again, man. Like, I'll say it 100 times. I'll say it another 100 times. That's a non-negotiable. Effort is the bare minimum, right? And I can't believe we're calling their effort into question again. Like, this is 6 years ago, Carlton. So yeah, you've kind of bad buzzed me a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
But that's what we're asking for. That's what we asked for.
Yeah, but we haven't done that all year though.
Yeah, I know, but we shouldn't it shouldn't have to be asked for. That should just be unspoken. Go into every game and give maximum effort. And if anyone sits there and say, "Oh, but they don't go out there and try not to win," well, it's not about not trying to win or trying not to win, but they're not giving their maximum effort, and it shows with us, with our team, with our game style. It really exposes any player when they're not working hard. That's our game plan, right? So we've had multiple players be exposed, especially over the last month and a bit. So absolutely, like, you want effort, but Jesus Christ, if the players have to be asked for the effort, we're in trouble. Like, we're actually in trouble. So I don't know. I'm still staying positive, but fuck, we need to pull up 4 quarters.
I don't like that Voss saying, "Oh, we're going to respond." We shouldn't have to say we have to respond. We've been shit for 6 weeks.
Him and Cripps say, like, that's like one they pull out of the book, right? There'll be a response. All right, like, as you say, Andy, like there's been a lot of talk, right?
Mhm.
And now I'm sure Voss has done his bit. He's done what he can this week and whatever. He's probably flogged them, but over to you, right? Over to the players now. So and we'll see it. We'll see it come Sunday afternoon. So James with the interesting first call. I would put brother on brother. So McGovern v. McGovern. That'd be an interesting one.
I'd love to see that.
No.
Barris obviously didn't pull up for the game, so he was a test, I think. So throw him up there. So obviously Lewis Young, Gov, Wiedering. It would probably be one of, I think obviously Kemp would be one of Gov or Young up forward, and obviously with Young going up there against Port, maybe they do the same. But wouldn't mind a bit of Gov v Gov.
I wouldn't. I reckon Jeremy will absolutely slap Mitch.
But you know what? Morris, video of
shout out Carlton Gal.
Shout out Carlton Gal. What a great video. Wouldn't it be a bit of a little brother situation where he wants to maybe get one over? Speaking of little brother, where is my tea, mate? I'm waiting for you right here.
I don't think we're in a position to be stuffing around like that. We want to play for finals as well.
Yeah.
This is my point from Monday. We've got the greatest PR team in the league, and mate, they've been in overdrive this week. Cooper Lord, every player had it on their socials, and then they sent out Weeders yesterday, I think, and then what happened today?
Yeah, Holland.
Bubba. They had Bubba today come out and read off the same script. It's all the same fucking language, the same, bro. I think as a collective, as a collective fan base, we just need to see on-field performance. We've heard it all. We've seen your videos. We've done all that. Just show us what you can do on the field. And touching on that, a lot of people from that clip we posted where I said that we don't want to see these little happy clips and all that. Obviously, it doesn't affect the team. Obviously, it doesn't affect game day. But as a fan base, I'm pretty sure a lot of us are sick of seeing these videos while we're getting smashed every week.
Yeah.
While we're
Put
losing.
on after a win.
Exactly. But I don't know, man. Anyway.
What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color, Andy?
Death. I'm a purple guy, mate. I love the color purple.
Look, I think yes, there probably had to be a little bit of positivity coming out from the camp this week and whatnot. But again, we're all waiting for the response, right? So let's see what the players come out with. Looking forward to Sunday. But going back to the bench real quick, maybe Carl, I'll throw it to you. Forget about West Coast one, but looking at ours, name your four based on the extended bench name. Name your four on the bench and one sub.
Four on the bench. Is it including the ends or no?
Whoever's named on the current 8-person interchange bench, right on the bottom.
All right.
Well, you can pretty much pencil Lord in because they confirmed it.
Lord, Chincotta, Lemmy, Moore. It's gonna be Durden. This what I think, or what I want.
What do you think?
What do I think? It's gonna be Chincotta, Lord, Carroll, Lemmy, and Durden. That's the 5. Yeah.
Andy?
I've had to pull it up on my phone because I can't see that.
So have I.
I'm way too blind.
I've got delivery over here from the infamous TikTok stuff.
Got the tea out.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening.
Hello, Joe.
You're very welcome. Gentlemen.
I'm a dog, yeah? Mate. I'm a dog.
We don't get
I'm
tea.
A dog.
We just get abused. That's all we get. Can you chuck that back up, Georgie?
I shall do.
You can. Enjoy that tea.
Thank you, sir. It's definitely only tea.
I think for me, definitely Chincotta. Definitely Lord. I don't think they'll go Corey Durden because we're already quite small up forward. But then the flip side is, do we want as much scoring power as we can get? So that's where maybe I think Lemmy comes in. I'm gonna say Ashton Moyer.
That's your
Georgie?
5, yeah? Yep.
Yeah, that's my 5.
Uh,
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. 1, 2,
one
3,
sub.
4. 1 sub. Jeez. Corey Durden sub.
Durden sub.
Yeah.
I reckon,
Even though I don't like that, but it'll probably be like one of the younger boys. But yeah, that's my
forced
5.
into.
Mhm.
Lord, Chincotta, Carroll, Lemmy, only because I really want him to play, but I reckon he's a 50-50 chance. And I would personally like to see Wilson sub over Durden. Not for any particular reason, all right, but we got a few small forwards in already. Let's see what he can do. And obviously, yes, you'd love to give him a full debut, but West Coast away, big oval, let him have a bit of a run, even if he can impact. And geez, like, God forbid any more injuries. We don't need any more, but worst case, right? You're going to want someone that can run an impact. And I don't like small, like people like players like Owies and Durden as sub. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think that we have that impact. So I'd rather someone that can at least cover some ground quickly and get around a few different contests and try to impact it, rather than someone that's going to sit in the pocket and then run in and out between contests. So Jordan, yep, Andy, you're up.
18 Devon Road, mate. Pascoe Vale, Bottolo, Pascoe Vale. Oh, there you go, Georgie. How's that? There you go. We're fancy over here. Make sure you get down. If you mention the potty, if you come in, mention the potty, mention Carl.
100% off.
You get 10% off. Definitely not 100% off.
No, send anybody.
I'll just give them my booze away.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow 5 p.m. will be interesting. One other piece of news, just quickly. I know it's slightly diverting from the squad, but interesting article. Kuda running for Lord Mayor.
Yeah, that's wild.
That noise from Carl.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Well, just I don't know. What was your first thought? And we love Kuda. We like childhood.
I absolutely love Kuda. Bloke couldn't run us with Lucky Hut. How's he gonna run Melbourne?
Stop it. Get some help.
Exactly. We love you, Kuda.
Tell you what, if he gets it, just whatever power you're going to have, Kuda, please renegotiate the MCG deal. Get us full 11 home games there, and just move Collingwood to Marvel.
That'd be awesome.
Send them to Coburg.
That too.
Hey, so of the obviously the 6 injuries coming out, why don't we have a dig of what we'd want to come in, not what we think? Yeah?
What do you reckon?
What do you mean?
So, we just said, pick our 5, what we think is going to happen.
Yeah.
Of the 6 coming out, and obviously the 9 named that are coming in, what would you like? What names would you want to come in for those 9 that are coming in?
If it's up to me,
yeah,
bring in the young guys. I'd bring everyone young in.
So Lewis Young, Jack Carroll, and who's the other one? Corey Durden, all out.
I don't mind playing Jack Carroll because he's not, he's not someone that you see, all season or whatever. Definitely not Lewis Young. I think we're fine defensively, right? Yeah. I think we're actually okay defensively. The reason why I think they've got Lewis Young in is for him to swing forward.
That's the only reason why.
That's what I think they're going to do.
And to help with the ruck.
Yeah. So, but just bring in the young kid. I'd love to see Billy Wilson get a run.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean? Like these are kids that the club speaks so highly about. Let us see them. Like, I hate that it's taken this, that we've
I hate
had
that.
to.
Like you had all these injuries that happened to Cheryl 3-4 times this year. Why wasn't one of these kids brought in?
Exactly.
And then it's always been the issue with Carlton, though. It's always been that issue.
Well, last year I was surprised we played Ollie Hollins early on, Lockie Cowan. I was so surprised we played with them like round 1 last year.
We didn't persist of Cowan, though. I think he come in and went straight.
I think he
back out
got
straight away.
injured and then he struggled. I
Yeah.
think he got injured. Yeah.
I think it was after the Essendon game. We didn't see him for the rest of the season. It was around that time. But there was talks at the start of this year during preseason that Billy Wilson was in contention for round 1. Like I said, and I agree with you, Carl. Like I would have loved one or two of these blokes to have a bit of a taste of an AFL game or two earlier this season. Blood them in at the right time. Give them a crack. Like hindsight, again, beautiful thing. But, instead of bringing back Cottrell after 6 weeks off or whatnot at the time, and I don't know if they were fit or injured at the time, but, Jackson Binns or a Wilson, maybe just trial them in for the one game and then bringing back a Cotters or whatnot. But something along those lines where they're having a bit of a taste. They get back into the VFL, they work hard for another opportunity, and now next man up now.
Don't know what to expect.
Yeah. So that's it's going to be interesting because I think they're going to want to leave their stamp or their mark, right? Whoever's in, and that's what you'd want, right? You'd want these young players to come in and really grab the opportunity and seize it, and there's going to be nerves and whatnot, but again, it's West Coast, right? Let's temper again expectations and our heightened reactions as well. They are a bottom 3 side, right? They're riding on a bit of momentum. So, yeah, I got
a question. Who do you guys think will be the difference maker for us this week? Give me 2 names. 2 names that could get us over the line this week. Who you think are the 2 most important? I'm happy to take the first one while you guys think, if you need time to think.
Look, there's probably more than 2, but quickly off the bat, you'd probably say, you know what you're going to get from Cripps.
Yeah.
So you'd say Cripps. I'm going to say Walsh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Walsh, he has to step up.
He's been down, yeah.
He needs to get that kicking sorted because you know what? He's fucking starting to play like Dylan Shill.
I'm going to go Elijah Hollins with 1 for me because he was having a really good season. He's had a couple of off games here and there, but one of the taller players named currently in the forward line at the moment has a bit of X factor, can run through the midfield, can kick a few goals. I think he's going to be pretty important to our chances of winning on Sunday because he is a player that can kick 3 or 4, but he's also a player that can turn the game off on its head and make some really, really smart decisions. Earlier this season, I said it, he doesn't really make many mistakes when disposing of the ball. He usually gets it right. I trust him with ball in hand. Hollins for me, and if I had to go one more, it's gonna be. I want to say Kemp or McGovern, but maybe Kemp, right? Getting sucked into contest, letting his man get the better of him. I'd want to see some good spoiling, some good marking, some rebound off defense. Just some consistency in being settled in defense. That's just another one for me. Someone that I've got my eyes on. Andy?
For me, I'm with you on Bubba, Elijah Hollins. I think he needs to have a big game. And Kennedy. I think it all rests on Kennedy for me. If he does well and holds down that forward line, and you never know, this could be his opportunity to say, you know what, I'm a leader here also. So, this is opportunities for a lot of players, but Kennedy for me is the one. I wanted to say Nick Newman because we rely so heavily on him. But yeah, the 2 I'd go with is definitely Bubba and Kennedy.
Good call. I mean, I don't necessarily like seeing Kennedy in the forward line and back line when you love him in the middle, especially after performances like last week. But at the end of the day, he's one of those utility players that, with his size and his height and his strength, and we saw it against Melbourne last year, he can kick a pivotal goal. And even against Port, he was pinch hitting in the forward line. So great call. I think he could absolutely make an impact there. And he's we're going to have to be accurate, right? Because unfortunately, not like last year, we're not going to score. Well, I'd be very surprised, but we're not going to score 152 points or whatever we scored against them last time we played them, right? So got to make it count. Good call. And big shout out, Oz, the super sticker. Thank you. I can't see.
Thank you, Oz.
No, there is. Yep. Thank you, Oz. Appreciate you, mate.
Appreciate
Would
it.
you would you push Kemp forward and chuck Lewis Young back?
I don't mind that.
I'd much rather that over Lewis Young in the
Well,
fourth one.
this is the beauty, yeah. Like we're going in with such a wild lineup. Why
You
not?
have to play with it. You have to play with it.
Like let's find out. Let's find out if Kemp is actually okay in the forward line now. Let's see if he's all right. Who knows? I just hope Wieders and Lewis Young can get along in that defense.
I just hope Voss makes these changes during the game. Not goes into the game and they get on top of us in the first quarter and then he just sticks it for another 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of new players coming in. Shuffle it.
Mm-hmm.
See how it goes.
And this is like sharing Lou Felino's comment. Young has no full craft. I think we were forced to.
Craft
He's got enough. Yeah, he's got no craft.
But how frustrating, because in 2022 he genuinely looked like a lock in defense.
Yeah,
and we kept saying, well, we don't really miss Liam Jones. So how frustrating is that? So I think you're right, Carl, and I think, do you try something a little bit different where Kemp is? We imagined.
No.
I think
we saw it.
Bolton almost ruined his career.
No, leave him. Don't do that.
No, I think you leave. Yeah, I think. Hey, but if we're down by 5-6 goals last quarter, you know what? Give it a go.
Try everything.
Give it a go.
Chuck Cripps forward.
I think Cripps has to go forward.
Yeah,
I think
he'll
he'll definitely rotate through the forward line.
Yeah,
with probably Bubba.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to see Zach Williams play in the midfield as well. If he can, if his body can hold up, I'd love to see him play. Just run through a couple of contests. That's all. He's a smart player. He can read the play quite well. If he can, if he's fit enough, why not? Just try things. Like Carl said, though, I don't want Voss to go in with a plan and it not work, and then he just doesn't change it. And this is where Voss needs leadership around him to be able to say, listen, it's not working. Pull the trigger. Let's change it up. Let's do something. Not when we're fucking 8 goals down like we did against Hawthorn.
He only did that at Hawthorn because we had no players left. Not whatever reason.
Yeah.
Try something different. Don't leave it to the fourth. Absolutely agreed. 124 you guys in the chat. There's 50 likes. I reckon you guys can bump that up. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Either way, I think it'll be a very it is a different squad, but I think it'll be very unpredictable. So if you're the Eagles, you're probably trying on how to exploit and do a few different things as well. But Patrick,
can you read that out, Georgie? My eyes are a bit. Here you go. I saw my name and
Andy, I got one for you. If we were able to trade Walsh for 2 first-rounders, would you? And get 1 key defender to help leaders and another mid with speed?
I think it depends on the names. Petrarca.
That's honestly nah. Only because we know what a fit Walsh can do. And a fit Walsh can do what not many other midfielders can do. And he's at his peak now. Like, you're giving away, like, if he gets his back right this preseason, which he almost did last year, but if he can get it right, who knows what he can do next year for us. He hasn't been fit all year. So if he can get his body right, ask me the question again in 2 years. You know what I mean?
Walsh either cops one or he doesn't.
Let's see. So, but right now, absolutely not. Right now, You stick with Walsh. I think Walsh's peak is better than 98% of the leagues. So, yeah, absolutely not. Good question, though. It's actually a solid question.
Any final thoughts before we head to predictions?
Nah, going hard, going tough, fucking win. Simple.
I'm excited.
It comes down to this week. This is the week.
Yeah. Well, we've got two
This is it.
finals coming up. Yeah, if we win this
This is
one,
it.
the next week's a final.
Yeah.
It's I can't believe we got ourselves into this mess. We have no right to win this game. We have absolutely no right to win this game. Everyone's written us off. So how good would it be? What a story it would be for these boys to get up. Imagine the confidence they'd gain by winning this week, going to next week against St Kilda, who, are irrelevant FC.
You don't know what to expect from them.
We'll smash Saints as well. I'm telling you, man, we get our tails up this week. We do St Kilda next.
Do we get anyone back next week?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably Harry. No, probably Harry.
You wouldn't risk Charlie, even though it was 1 to 2 weeks. I wouldn't risk it because you risk it aggravating again. Yeah.
What if he comes and kicks 12 and gets you to the Coleman?
I've come to terms with it. I've accepted my fate.
Accepted defeat. Sorry.
I'll tell you what though. I said it earlier in the chat. If Quay comes in, I think Waterman wins the Coleman. Look, like I'm going to I'm going to go early with the predictions. I'm going to start now. Jump in the chat with your predictions. I am going to back us to say Carlton by 10. As you said, Andy. Points. Carlton by 10 points in a tie contest. I think we will see a couple of really good performances from some youngsters. I'm really excited about Cooper Lord in particular, to be honest. So we've all said at times this season, speed through the midfield. I think he'll bring that. So looking forward to seeing him impact the game. I'm going to say Carlton by 10. Leading goal kicker. To be honest, this game needs an even spread. Elijah Hollins will kick 3 to be joint equal leader with, take your pick, Zach Williams or Jesse Motlop. No, I'm gonna go Motlop over obvious for this one. I don't know, something feeling something. And Cripps BOG. He's gonna wet man, right? Is it wet? Apparently it's wet in Perth. Apparently it's gonna be raining.
Yeah,
someone
just
confirmed that.
Comments earlier.
Done. Wet man is back. That's all I need to know. It's raining. Cripps playing. Wet man's back. So quickly before I pass to you, Carl, Scotty Tompkins, Carlton by 16 behinds. Danny,
that's about right.
Carlton by 27. Moya 3 goals. Lebowski 89. Carlton sent to Ukraine. Shit. Morris West Coast by 23. Morris. Aiden, who's just been up and down all night in the chat. Fuck it, Carlton by 25 plus, Lord 25 on a goal, and bitches read. I love it. Peter V, Bobblehead Blue, nice name change. Blues by 6 points. Yusuf, Blues by 14. Motlop 5 behinds. Lou Felino just goes whack. Blues by 112. Could you imagine the absolute scenes? Steph AFL, Blues 29. John Holden, where is Amal? Has he got umpire training tonight? We actually don't know.
We don't know where he is.
Amal he hasn't been online, hasn't responded to messages. Someone do a welfare check on Amal, please. We've all checked in.
Someone go past his house. 107.
Lewis Young, BOG, 6 goals tied with Mr. Nivea. Peter. Aiden, we can't lose to a side that has a coach with a sleeve tat. Oh, Catrick, I saw your comment earlier, but Eagles by 42. Catrick is a defeated man. Catrick, stick fat. We'll be okay. We'll be fine.
Is it a veil?
Is it? I think it is.
Yeah.
VL Turbo. Do your best. Do your best one, Carl. Do it.
I have no idea.
Wait. I can't do it. Fuck, that's my teenage days. Blues 29. I'll never forget. I'll never forget.
All my boys
I was in
Superville.
Broady Coles. I was in Broady Coles, and there was some kid with his trolley, and he was doing like a drift from like one aisle to the other, and he done the VL sound there, like that, right, with his trolley, and he swung it. He smashed into the side of the aisle where there was tomato sauce jars, not tomato sauce, the pasta sauce jars, and the one smashed and fell. It was great. You had to be there. It was fantastic. Peter Pez, wet man does get me wet, gets us all wet. Absolutely. Carl,
I want to say wet man. I do, but I've said wet man for the last probably 3 weeks, maybe
say
longer.
it again.
I'm going to say wet man. Walsh for me. I'm going to say Walsh, best on ground. I'm going to say always 3 goals. However, if Lemmy plays, Lemmy's kicking 3.
Bang.
He's kicking 3. At least 1, maybe 2 or 3.
At least 1. The confidence.
Yeah, no, I'm going Lemmy for 3.
Disappeared.
Lemmy 3. But if he doesn't play, always leading goal scorer. Carlton by 7 points. I don't think it's going to be easy, but 7 points for me. Just win by anything. Just get the win. I want that winning feeling.
I want to highlight this comment. Oh, wow, I just want to highlight this comment. What a comment. I can't read it.
Isaac Katsukides, after Sunday's lost to Hawthorn, I stayed back 20 minutes. It hurts so much. But when we beat the Eagles by 18 points this coming Sunday, it will feel like a first division lottery win. On you, Isaac. Jay Taylor. The Marlins and Turkey will return with him like Fraser Brown. Jesus Christ.
Fraser Brown, the dog.
What a tackle, 99.
This guy's got a feeling Charlie's ready to kick a bag this week. He's been building. There's a little bit of innuendo in that comment. Bit of innuendo there.
On the bag.
Rocco just sums it up in one sentence. Just fucking win, you dogs. Love you. Love you, Rocco. I love
Absolutely.
Rocco.
Absolutely.
You know what I love about Rocco on his show? When it's just, he'll go on a rant or whatever, and then he quickly cuts it. Well, now listen. It's one of my favorite things. Listen. Rocco.
Can't wait for their live show, man.
Absolutely.
I'm so jealous. Make sure you get your tickets to their live show. If
you haven't already, absolutely. TJP live show, 31st of August, sponsored by BluesCrypto.com. Get your tickets, get around the Jumper Punch socials. 31st of August, same venue as last one, Reservoir. Lazio Market Restaurant. What a place. Great.
How good was the tiramisu?
Oh, the tiramisu was
mate,
just next level.
I fantasize about it.
And you sat next to the lady that made it.
I did.
You?
I sat next to the old nonna that made it.
She was lovely.
She was watching me eat it, trying to gauge what I thought about it.
Say it like an Italian now.
This is good. It's good. My tips. Carlton. I think we get them by about 5 goals. I actually think our defense keeps them locked. I think they don't score much against us. I don't think it'll be high scoring. Like, I don't think we'll score more than 80 points or whatever, but I don't think they'll score more than 50. So I think it'll be around the 5 goal mark. I am going to back. It's so easy to say wet man, right? But I think Kennedy's that guy.
So easy
I think
to say
Kennedy. What? It's so easy to say wet man. But I honestly think Kennedy will be the guy to get us over the line. Absolutely. And I want to give a shout out to Morris in the chat, who keeps calling us delusional. Morris's hemorrhoids are still going strong, the poor bloke. Hey, did you see him with his donut at the game? Poor bloke. He had it like just on him, and I shouldn't say this. He was wearing a nappy, right? I shouldn't say. He's getting older. He's getting up there in age. Anyway,
Shots fired.
Morris, shout out Morris. My most goals, and I didn't say most goals, did I?
Did you say
No,
Kennedy?
no.
No.
You said
I
Kennedy.
Kennedy BOG. Most goals will be Kennedy. Kennedy's kicking over 5 goals this week.
Fuck.
Wow.
Kennedy's kicking over 5.
That'd be some great odds.
I'm twisted. I'm sick. I'm telling you, I think we can still win the flag.
Can we get predictions on injuries?
None. 0. None. But if we, and I've said this all week, if we beat West Coast with these injuries, if we beat St Kilda with the injuries, we would have really earned our spot in the 8. Week off, we get a couple players back. I'm telling you, teams will be fearing playing an up and about Carlton. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you how sick I was, right? I'll tell you how sick I am today, right? And I held off from messaging you, Andy, because if for anyone who doesn't know, the relationship Andy and I have for however many years it's been, is that we just G each other up for everything, and it's very dangerous and very expensive for too many things, right? Too many things. So I was looking at flights to Sydney for the first week of September. And they're all available. There's a lot available Friday, Saturday. If you have Qantas points, it's 16,000 points and $96. I've looked at it. They're available. That you do the predictor. GWS Carlton first week of finals. Count me in. Right? There's a and I'm getting very ahead of myself right now. But you know how we all dream. We all dream a little bit, right? You win that one, and as you said, Andy, right?
Let's be real.
Yeah.
We're all dreaming.
You have those two. You have those 2 wins next 2 weeks, right? You get a couple players back. Remember that quarter time against them over there, we were 39 points up. And if you win that, there's a chance, I think, there's a chance that you play the Cats at the G. And I fucking back us for that. And I back us for that. And then we're on a flight somewhere to Adelaide, to Sydney, to Brisbane. In.
And then we're back at the G.
And then don't
Back
do
home.
it. Don't do it.
Back
Don't do
home.
it. I'm getting goosebumps. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm on an
fucking
8.
delusional, mate.
Lebowski adding on. I saw you two G each other up to open footy cards, and then Andy got players didn't even recognise. Stop G'ing each other up.
I can't give those cards away for free.
Shit.
I'm telling you, I can't give them away. Shocking.
Amazing. Boys,
Gents.
can't wait. Sunday Arvo. Son's birthday, actually, son's 5th birthday. So I'll be catching it in between a couple of family events. My niece's baptism as well. It's all happened on Sunday. Jesus.
Nice.
Are
Are we potentially doing a live watch along?
I think we are.
There is potential for.
I think we're
Boys doing
thinking about it. We are thinking about it. We've said it a few times. I think this is as close as we've ever come to.
Yeah, we're pretty close to this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm down because I've cancelled all my plans for Sunday.
Me and Andy are locked in.
Scott, I am refraining from anything on Sunday. Any alcohol. I don't care. But the rules of interstate, it doesn't apply. I'm refraining. If we get a win, you'll know that I was dry.
That sounded so wrong.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. It's after. Is it after 10? It's after 10. 10:01 on the clock. Fuck. Potential live watch along. That will be exciting if you guys can get the logistics.
I'll tell you now, it's going to be absolutely chaos because we have no idea how we're going to do this. We have no idea if it's even going to work. We don't even know if anyone's going to watch it. All right. So if you're at home and you're watching the game and you just want to hear a couple of Arabs just talk shit during the game, chuck us on. I'm pretty sure we'll go ahead. Morris, we're not reading out your comment. Crying out loud. That's your favorite game. Morris is always trying to get me to play games that he plays with his mates at the old person home. I don't know.
Thank you for the donation, Morris. A quick one from Brand Drinkwater. What's the backstory of the Monday Blues? How did you meet? I think we've teased it a couple times, but what is the backstory? Oh, we've known
We
each
were
other for a long time.
Been mates for years. Me and Carl have been mates since high school.
Yeah.
Musa and I have been friends since primary school. Yeah,
We met Amal on the
been
show
mates.
live.
Yeah, Amal just hopped on the show one day and just Amal is related to a friend of ours.
Yeah.
I've known you boys for, it's our special guest Macca for the Geelong game.
Yes.
Me and him worked together at Coles about 18 years ago, and I met Andy about 12 years ago, I think it was. The Sick You Now origin story. Yeah?
That's for another time. That's for another time.
I remember meeting Andy at Broady Shops. I remember meeting Andy at Broady Shops. The stereotypical, of course, we met there. And the backstory of the Monday Blues. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, we wanted to go bowling.
WhatsApp group. WhatsApp.
WhatsApp group. We wanted to go bowling. And it was talking about, bowling and just being depressed about Carlton because we were in our slump. And he said we'll go bowling on Sunday and call it Sunday Blues or whatnot. But then I think, Andy, you mentioned it. How about we do Monday and call it Monday Blues? And then it came up about, why don't we just give it a crack and start a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
It all came together pretty quickly, eh? Like I
still remember like saying to you guys, if we get like 10 or 20 people watching us, this is great. Like that means there's 10 or 20 people like us, And now, like, thanks to everyone watching, we've built a little community and we've got to meet amazing people like the boys at the Jump Punch and boys at the change rooms. Terry's been awesome as well from Blue Abroad.
Absolutely.
The Carlton community is amazing. I just wish the club shared that community. You know what I mean? Hey, but let's be real, yeah? Don't about like everything. With the community we're building and the relationships and the friendships we're forming, how good is it going to be when we taste that success? It's going to be brilliant, and we're all going to share it together.
At Musa's house for a barbecue.
Done. We're all meeting up at Musa's house for a barbecue when we win the flag.
Hey, he's got a good pizza oven, Mus.
He does. Free
Yeah.
pizzas at Musa's.
Barbecue pizza at Musa's house. And then we got a Derma for a sesh.
Speaking of, I love our chat so much. We can just sit here all night with the chat. But Scotty Tompkins, when's the first time you saw Mus
Still waiting. We're still waiting.
Almost cops it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Paul Lee, not at the Broady Magistrates, very close, a couple 100 meters away.
Actually, very close.
Been there
very close. Absolutely very close. So, I'll tell you what. If you guys in the community in the chat and whatnot, it's when we do taste success, right? If
we're all going to go bowling,
mate. Well, yeah, the absolute scenes will be something else.
Amazing.
I can't wait.
That's amazing. All we got. We can just dream.
Absolutely. And shout out to you, Rosa Baggers. Fantastic effort, boys. Our community's gold. # not if but when. Go Blues. Absolutely love that.
Exactly.
Love that. All right. Gents and the chat. Ticked over an hour after 10 p.m., which is silly time for us. Still got a heap in the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Go the Baggers. Get around them on Sunday.
Quick shout out to Oz. Early. Oz has been supporting us since, early days. Same with Cameron, same with Aiden. And there's plenty more. John Holden.
Cam Buyer.
Plenty of you.
Peter V.
Yeah. So we appreciate all of his, first episode, this episode. We're so thankful for everyone because we're just like you, yeah. we don't know anything about footy. We just love our club. We know that that we die for the monogram, and that's it. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about that monogram. That one right there. So,
absolutely great call. Nice. Thank you all in the chat, and boys, can't wait for Sunday. Up to Vegas.
Go Blues.
Now.